Hello friends and welcome. The first thing I'm going to do is I'll let you listen to the governor, the noise it's making. Okay, so the storm we had January 25th, 2026. All right, so on part two, there was a section that I didn't do. The next day we did it. I think it was about 12 or 14 inches. The first indication that I got the governor wasn't working as that noise you heard. And the set throttle speed that I had it at, that's where it stayed. When you put a load on the tractor, if you're pushing snow, the RPM should not change unless you're really, doing some really hard work with it. But from what we were doing, I was noticing the RPM was just not there. It was just lugging so bad that I thought it was going to stall a couple of times. And another indication I got was when you go in reverse, especially with these changes that I made, you should hear a difference with the RPMs, and I don't go in reverse or forward. Okay, these tractors with the Gravely T-head engine only had, as far as I know, is an optional Govenor. My father's 1956 Gravely that he bought brand new didn't come with the Govenor. So about 3 of my tractors don't have Govenors on them. At first I never really liked to use them, but then I got used to where you just set the throttle at running speed and let the Govenor do the rest, so I kind of like them. Now, okay, so other models have walked behind Gravely's and the ride-ons. They came with either Kohler engines, Onan engines, or Briggs & Stratton engines. On those engines, they're just like a lawnmower engine or a small snowblower engine. It's where the Govenor unit is internal. So you would have to take the engine off the tractor and then take the case apart, and there's gears in there, flyweights. Like a lot of times when the Govenors go bad on them, it means that either the gear broke, stripped, something, whatever. With these, something just went wrong inside this Govenor here. I do have another Govenor on standby. Well, it's accidentally on standby. It's right in the storage here. Because a lot of times I used to take the Govenors off. I really didn't like using the Govenor. I do have 2 spare Govenors, 2 or 3, in that toolbox out here. I could kind of get to them if I really had to now, but at one point I couldn't get to them. We had 9 days straight of bitter cold where the wind chills would be -0. It could be -11. Yeah, it's been really cold. Today's still in the 30s, but I think it's going to go into the 40s a little bit. And compared to that bitter cold, this don't even feel cold to me being out here right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get set up and we're going to change the Govenor. The way these Govenors work here is the throttle rod will pull this linkage back with the spring hooked up to it, to the Govenor arm, and it pulls it back. And then the throttle should be full throttle. And then when you start the engine, the Govenor will bring it down to the appropriate running RPMs. I don't know the exact RPMs of the normal running. I do it by ear, so I don't know what the RPM should be on that as far as that goes, but you could clearly hear the noise even on camera here. So alright, so I'm going to jack it up, get the other governor out. The only thing we're going to have to do is we can leave this linkage here with the spring on it. I'll just pull the spring off the arm here, and then this linkage here, there's a clip here. You just snap the clip up and pull the linkage out, and just be careful you don't break the clip or lose the clip. And then I'm just going to measure from here to the end of this rod here to see if the other one's set up right. So if not, you can loosen the bolt under here, and there's this rod slides in and out, and I'll just make the adjustment, tighten it up, and then put it back on. I don't think too much more adjustments would have to be made on it. And then once I get it jacked up, I'll show you. It's only it's a bolt and a nut that you take off. Where you take the top nut off, the bracket on the governor assembly here is slotted, so you could adjust this, because this wheel goes against the fan belt. You don't want to make it too tight, just tight enough to where that spins good. I mean, all the bearings, fan pulley bearings and all that, I mean, everything's real old, so I don't want to put too much tension on the belt. Okay, so I undid that clip I was telling you about, got this part of the rod linkage off here, and I showed you before this rod here with the spring. It looked like it was in the first hole here. There's a couple of different holes. It looked like it was in the first hole there. Okay, so what I'm going to have to do is take off the hitch anchor here. I'll just loosen the bottom bolt, take off the top bolt, because that's what's holding the governor on, and pull this away. And then there's a 1/2 inch engine mount bolt holding the bracket. I have to get that off. And I think up on top here, it's either going to be, it's probably a 9/16 on this one. And I'll get this off, and then I'll measure the rod and make sure the rod is the same distance here. And we'll put it back on and we'll see if it works. Now I know they make parts for these, I'm pretty sure. Matt the Scrap Whisperer would know all about these old governors, because some of these governors fit other engines besides these Graveleys here. Some of these governors had a flapper on top where you could put oil in it. You would put like 30 weight oil in. And some of these, you have to take them apart and get the old grease out, pack them with grease. This is one of those that are packed with grease. I never check. Like, that should be part of a service to make sure it's packed good with good grease in it. But I didn't. And the governor that we're putting on is pretty much the same one as this. And I don't think it takes grease. You would just, oil. You just pack grease. I gotta take a look at it better. I don't want to move it around right now. So we just have to measure this, the length of this, when we get the old one off, and match it up the best we could. We may still have to do an adjustment on it. So I'll just go over it one more time. So when it's all back together, and you give it the throttle here, this should go to full throttle, and then when you start it up, it'll go to its regular running RPM. It's the same thing with your small engine, like your lawnmower engine. When it's not running, the throttle should be wide open, and then when you start the machine, the governor will pull the throttle down to the correct RPM on that. So this works the same. When I first started messing with the governors, when I put them on, I had to get used to the way the adjust them the right way, but I think I could do it pretty good by now. Okay, so you could clearly hear something let go in the Govenor here. And this is the one we're putting on. You don't hear anything there. So, it's had it. Like I said, I could tell when it started making noise. I could tell when I was going into reverse that it wasn't picking up the RPM. It's supposed to stabilize the RPM, you know, when you're putting a load on it. You know, if you're backing up or pushing snow, and the idle should stay the same where you set it. Unless you're really beating the heck out of the tractor. I could tell right away. Alright, so let me get this Govenor back on. As far as measuring the rod, the one rod's a little bent. I might have to just make adjustments once I get the Govenor we're using on there. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but I could clearly hear it working. And, you know, we could have used the 67 tractor, but we needed the traction. That's why, you know, we kept, even in part 3, when I did the final cleanup of about 4 or 5 inches or maybe more, that crusty, wet, I don't know, it was a mess trying to clean that up. But I don't know how well the 67 would have did, because that only has chains on the inside and they're not heavy duty like the ones we made on the outer tires here. Well, I hope you got something out of this, and next time it snows we'll use it, see how it does in the snow. But I could clearly hear the Govenor working properly now. Yeah, you heard the noise the old one made, so something let go inside the Govenor. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope to see you all on the next one, and take care.